Hi, this is Duncan from Stadia Source, and I'm just going to go through 5 reasons to be positive about Stadia. There has been a lot of concern out in the community, so I'm just going to say reasons why we should be positive. I think most of us can actually agree that Stadia's communications and PR has been bad for a while now, and this is overshadowing the positives of Stadia. Some of us have been guilty in this, and I'm one of the big things with this. I've been really negative about Stadia, and I think we're forgetting about the positives. So I thought it'd be a good idea to list 5 reasons about being positive about Stadia going forward. The first one I would like to talk about is Creator. A lot of people in the community are extremely excited about Creator coming to Stadia. The potential of this game, or tool, whatever way you want to call it, is just remarkable, and it's going to be game changing, if you pardon the pun. So you will be able to access game development from a little laptop now. You're going to get a full spec PC basically to go building your own games. This could remove the barrier for people to start learning to code and to develop their own games going forward, and you could get new games and experiences as a result of this. Removing the barrier of the high-spec PC to develop games and just do it from the browser is just amazing. How many people is this going to actually bring into game development going forward in the community? Or if gaming is just your thing, you'll be able to experience the wide range of games created by people, and you'll be able to do this with state share. People are going to just drop links into for their games, and you can just go there and just play it. I just want to add into this that Andy Morse is doing a 48-hour live stream when the game launches, so it's well worth checking out his channel for more details on that. The next thing to be positive about for Stadia is that we are going to be getting a lot more features going forward here. If I can bring this up on my screen here, you can see how brilliantly organized and nervous I am doing this, but here we go. We already possess with a number of features behind the scenes, and which we completely forget about. Like, we do have no patching, no hard drive space. Games, you can go play games anywhere the game is supported, and we've also got the fast loading. Where we should be expecting to see some more innovation is in things we can actually see in-game. We've already seen this in Stream Connect, but this could fundamentally change how some games are played and propel Stadia to be the best place to play some games. I'm just going to put on an example there of Rainbow Six Siege. If that comes to Stadia, which I think we know is coming to Stadia, if that adds in Stream Connect, could this become the best place to play Rainbow Six Siege? Could it actually become more the esports come to play for Rainbow Six? It's just the possibilities there are massive. And plus, we're getting new features which we haven't actually been seen implemented yet. We've got state share coming with Creator, as I previously mentioned. And we also have crowd play coming. And we're going to also have crowd choice coming. And that's going to be added into games like Baldur's Gate 3, where when you're on screen, people are assuming you actually choose where and what they actually do going forward. The potential is mad. So it's going to be really, really interesting with the Baldur's Gate 3 and the Stadia features. These are being built in from the day one. Stadia isn't like a second-class citizen in this. This is going to be the first big game which Stadia has been a primary consideration rather than just an afterthought. The next reason to be positive is Ubisoft. Ubisoft is a massive developer. Personally, it's my favorite developer and publisher of games, and they are all in on Stadia. And they have stood with Stadia from the very start. We know that Ubisoft is back in Stadia to the hilt, and we're going to get their games going forward. We already know that Assassin's Creed is coming in the autumn time. And Ubisoft, not only are they embracing bringing games to Stadia, they're embracing the actual technology. We have Ghost Recon and The Crew 2 both having Stream Connect built into it, and The Division 2. Who can forget The Division 2? That is the showcase title for Stadia at this moment in time. We also have the massive news that Uplay Plus is coming in the future. While this doesn't mean we're going to get all the games, we'll have to put that caveat in. What it does mean is that Ubisoft are supporting the platform going forward here, and we should expect most of their games going forward to come to Stadia day and date. The next thing I would like to talk about is my number 2 on my list is Project Chimera. I hopefully I've said it right this time, and the Semantic ML. These two things in conjunction could revolutionize games going forward. These technologies, which I feel will be exclusive to Stadia because they are built by Google, should help speed up development of games going forward. To put this in context and just summarize the power of technology, Aaron Hoffman-John is quoted in the developers' website, MCV UK. What if 14 people could make a game the scale of World of Warcraft? Project Chimera, hopefully I've said it right again, its focus is using machine learning to make content creating easier for when you develop games. With Semantic ML, this involves making characters more interactive through text. In the demo they've shown is there is a fox, and if you type into the fox, "I want a cup of coffee," the fox goes away and actually brings you a mug. So there is learning there, and this was done with no extra code. This was just, you type it in, and whatever way it hooks up to the Semantic ML, it actually realizes what needs to be done. These technologies are there to make game development quicker going forward. If, as we think, or as I think, these are going to be Stadia exclusive, this will mean we will get more Stadia exclusive games going forward, and hopefully we should get more games coming a lot quicker. Because it's taking away a lot of the heavy lifting, we could see that games which normally take 3 to 4 years, 5 years to come, might be down to 1.5 years, 2 years, because all the heavy lifting is taken away from them. The last reason we should be really positive about Stadia going forward is that Stadia is investing a lot of money in Stadia themselves, Google is investing a lot of money in Stadia and the Stadia studios. I wouldn't want to hazard a guess how much Google has actually put into Stadia over the last number of years. And remember, this is not just the last 2 years. This has been building for many years prior to that. Because you have to buy and upgrade the existing data centers, which Google already have. Then you have just the recruitment for Stadia themselves. This is not even taking into account the studios. This is the engineers, the PR people, the communications, the people behind the scenes to make sure everything is going, just the base for Stadia to be functioning. Then you have the longer term investment, which is into the studios to build up the first party games for Stadia going forward. Google is investing in Stadia for the long term, not the short term. The first party games will take many years to come. We may hear things about them for this year, maybe end of this year, maybe next year. For the big first party games, we're talking the AAA games, which are going to be like the God of Wars, the Halos. The massive games are going to be a bit further out. So we know that Stadia is looking that far ahead. While I do believe that we're going to get a couple of smaller titles, for example, in the Project Chimera and Semantic ML demos, I can see some of their things actually being pushed to Stadia earlier. I can see the card game, which was used to showcase Project Chimera maybe being a Stadia game this year or early next year, just to showcase the technology, maybe not for us, the consumers, but the actual developers out there, to show what can be done on Stadia. I'm just going through my notes here just to make sure I'm not skipping anything out. We are all caught up in the moment here, and I believe many of our frustrations that we have with Stadia here are justified. However, we're all concerned with the short term, and we're forgetting about the longer term. We are getting those big titles and the big name. We will be getting big first-party titles coming forward because Stadia have invested the money in getting them big-name developers to work on Stadia products. We all, myself included, we just need to have patience. But patience is really hard in the gaming world because everything changes so quickly. I'm just going to end on this. I am very critical on Stadia, and many people have said I'm overly critical of Stadia at times, but this for me is from a good place. Stadia is my favorite place to play, and it is the future. It is bright despite all the gloominess and negativity at the moment. The short-term nonsense which is going on here with the bad communication, the bad press, all the YouTubers hating on Stadia, that will all be forgotten when they start producing the games, and the games which highlight the technology. The most important thing they can actually do as a quick win is start just communicating with us, just to give us a heads up on what is happening and the wider gaming populace. So I just want to say thank you for watching this video. And I am not a Stadia hater. Stadia is my favorite platform to play on. My frustrations are down to just the communication at this moment in time, and there doesn't seem to be a clear direction at this present. But the future for Stadia is bright, and there is lots of things to be positive about. I could have added a lot more things onto this list I have done here today. So don't let the negativity get you down, and we will see Stadia pushing on into the future. So I would like to thank you for watching this video, and if you like it, give it a likes up and thumbs up, likes up. There's a new one if you're going to give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to hear about Stadia content going forward, subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. Bye.